Why is Fleischer Studios' Superman animation considered revolutionary? Imagine watching a cartoon and feeling like you are right there in the action. That's what Fleischer Studios achieved with their Superman animated shorts in the early 1940s. These cartoons changed the way people saw animated movies forever. They were not just simple funny clips, they were a new kind of storytelling in animation. These shorts brought Superman, the famous comic book hero, to life in ways no one had seen before. They set a new standard for how superheroes could be shown in animation. One reason they are considered revolutionary is because of how detailed and realistic the animation looked. Unlike the usual cartoons of that time, which used simple, exaggerated movements, Fleischer Studios used detailed backgrounds and realistic character motions. The animation was smoother and more lifelike. The backgrounds looked like real cityscapes, and the characters moved with a natural flow. This made the scenes feel more like a mini-movie than a cartoon. Another big factor was their use of a special technique called rotoscoping. This involved tracing over live-action footage frame by frame. It made Superman's flying and fighting scenes look very real and dynamic. The animation of Superman soaring through the sky or lifting heavy objects was so fluid that it felt like watching real action. This technique was new for animated shorts and made the action scenes much more exciting. The cartoons also introduced new ideas to Superman's story. For example, they showed him changing into his superhero costume in a phone booth, which became a classic image. They also showed Superman flying for the first time on screen. In the original comics, he could only leap tall buildings, but the animators found flying looked better on film. They even got permission to show Superman flying, which was a big deal at the time. The stories in these shorts were more serious and action-packed. They had villains, suspense, and cliffhangers, making them feel like mini-movies. This was different from the usual funny or gag cartoons of the era. The animation was also in bright Technicolor, making everything look vivid and eye-catching. They used special effects for explosions and shadows that added to the drama. These cartoons had a big impact on future animation. They proved that cartoons could be serious, visually impressive, and tell complex stories. They helped make Superman a popular hero and influenced many superhero cartoons that came after. In the end, Fleischer Studios' Superman shorts showed that animation could do more than just make people laugh. They proved it could be a powerful way to tell exciting stories and create memorable characters. That's why they are remembered as a turning point in animation history.